Hello, dear brothers and sisters. This is Melissa. Greetings to you all. In wisdom, peace, and love, I have a new message for you. And this is a first for me. And I know it will not be the last. But today I am going to provide you with a nutritional message. And this is for your wellness. Okay? Since having relocated from Florida to Quebec, life has been very different for the animals and I. Whereas in Florida, I was blessed to always have plenty. It seems these last 10 months, the animals and I have been living really on the skinny, so much so that let's just say that we've been grateful at times to simply have bread. And so this is the topic today, is bread. You've heard so many times and heard so many say you cannot live by bread and water alone. Well, that's a lie, because Brother Henry, the Toltec, he says, well, he was speaking regarding reincarnation. Well, I must have had a lot of money in my former life, because in this life, oh my goodness, I've had very little. Nonetheless, in all things there is a lesson. And for me, in my walk as a teacher of righteousness, it's amazing because I was being raised in the South here, and especially as an African American woman, we're raised to believe that, the woman, that you work hard, you take care of yourself, and you don't need a man. Well, that's not really true, because men have their purpose too. I mean, they're sons, and women can learn a lot from men. We need their wisdom. We need their guidance. And really and truly, this whole system was and has been pretty warped out, because women were not really meant to be the breadwinners of the family. That's the male's job. The women more so had the maternal role. But anyway, things are different now in this age, so we have to live with and work with things as they are. So getting back to bread and water, I have a testimony that yes, you can live only on bread and water, and that's not a bad thing. Being a 100% vegetarian myself, it is refreshing. It is a great thing to discover that something that was told to you was actually a false truth. And this is something that I have tried and tested myself. And what you have in this video is a miracle bread recipe that was given to me through the Spirit. Earthly Mother Wisdom revealed it to me, and I can tell you that following the birth of my son Aiden, who was stillborn in 2001, I had, I would say, about 3 inches of abdominal fat in the front that I could not get rid of. And all of my sisters out there who have had at least 1 to 2, maybe 3 or more children, you know how difficult at times it is to get rid of that baby, that former pregnancy fat. Well, this recipe that I have here, I call it Reverend Mel's Miracle Bread. The instructions to make it is very simple. It's very easy. I make a bowl of this dough, and preferably I usually do it the night before, and I bake bread throughout the day. And depending upon how hungry I am, I know for a fact that I eat at least slices of this bread a day, okay? And it's delicious, it's filling. I would recommend, for variation sake, to take your favorite types of dried beans, the ones that you would like to grind into a powder. Grind them into a powder. Some of them, depending upon how well your grinder is, you may or may not be able to grind them down to a fine grind. So if you have some chunky bits in there, just soak them in water, and that'll soften the bean, and you can add that to your mixture. Oh my goodness, you can become so creative with your Reverend Mel's Miracle Bread recipe. You can add your favorite herbs to it. You can add your favorite nuts to it. I myself add corn to this recipe, ground corn. I add ground mung beans, ground forgive me, everyone. I'm trying to figure out the all of buckwheat grows. That's what I was trying to think about. But anyway, I just variate it. So the thing is that you can do the same. I add sunflower seeds, and this bread I not only feed myself, but my little golden retriever loves it. My Labrador retriever, she's not really a bread eater, believe it or not. She's more of a potato eater. Who would have thought that that there would be a Labrador that loves potatoes? But I have a potato loving Labrador here. So anyway, the animals have tried this bread. Of course, Miss Queenie Cat hasn't, and she wouldn't. But the thing is that I think that I may have tried a little piece with her one day, and she gave me that expression like, "Oh no, you didn't." So I didn't try that again. But anyway, try the bread. I assure you, you bake it. You start using this recipe. Start using those ovens in your houses that you use to cook that meat that is killing you, that's providing you with all these horrible diseases and cancers. Chunk all that junk out of your refrigerator. You don't need that. I also included in this video, I added a chart that shows you all of the great ways that you can combine all of the different foods that Mother Earth provides to us. You know, there are so many wonderful, delicious products that are made from milk, all of the delicious cheeses. And for you that eat eggs or choose not to eat eggs, I'm still wavering where eggs are concerned. I do eat eggs, but there are times when I have a problem with the yolk and the sac. So as often as I can, I remove the sac of the yolk. A lot of times I don't, but still, when I see that sac and it looks more like embryo sac, I remove that. So anyway, that's my choice. But regarding the eating of flesh, I don't even eat fish. That is permitted. You're permitted to eat fish, but Christ Jesus Maria said to let no flesh touch the flesh of no slaughtered beast, no slaughtered animal, and he also said not to let anything that death has touched your lips. And the fish had to die in order to provide us with food. So I don't want no parts of that. But anyway, blessings to you all. Try the recipe. If you are able, please make a donation. It's not a whole lot. Life in Montreal is not the glamorous, wonderful life that people would think. Abba Ama Arawat sent me here. This is where I'm based now rather than in Florida. And we have a whole world to cover. The Ancient Word series has to be translated into French, to German, to the languages of the world. That is not something that is just done voluntarily. There's just so much work that needs to be done. whatever you can offer, $1, $5, $10. If you're able to give more, bless you. If you aren't, that's fine too. But still, if you're able to, it's a good work. Please support us in it, and always keep us in your prayers, as we will you and your families. Have a beautiful, blessed remainder to your day, depending upon what part of the world you are in, and stand strong. And throw out all of that old bread in your refrigerator and start baking some new, okay? Have a blessed day, and peace be with you. Bye.